أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way course 3 page 8 pointer B. Today we will study Surah Al-Baqarah verses 60. We saw each juz has 4 parts and each parts have 5 pages. The first 5 pages 1 to 5 we studied in QC2, including Surah Al-Fatiha and 37 ayats of Surah Al-Baqarah. The next 5 pages, page 6 to 10, now we are studying in this QC3. They have 39 ayats of Surah Al-Baqarah. The next 5 pages, 11 to 15, inshallah, we will study in QC4 from 77 up to 105 mean 29 ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah. The next 5 pages, that is 16 to 20, inshallah, we will study in QC5 from 106 up to 141 mean 36 ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah. There are 141 ayah of Surah Al-Baqarah in Juz 1. Inshallah, we will complete in QC5. Let's to revise the pointers of page 6. The pointer for page 6, they are result of guidance, dawah to Bani Israel, do good deeds, fear the day. Once again, result of guidance, dawah to Bani Israel, do good deeds, fear the day. The pointer for the 7th page are rescue from Pharaoh, 40 nights, repent from God's worship, show Allah. Rescue from Pharaoh, 40 nights, repent from God's worship, show Allah. The brief pointers for the page 6, they are guidance, Bani Israel, good deeds, the day. Guidance, Bani Israel, good deeds, the day. And the 7th page pointers are Pharaoh 40 Qaf show. Pharaoh 40 Qaf show. Let's to proceed the page 8. The first pointer is enter the town. Second, dua for water. Third, demand for foods. Fourth, punishment. Let's to keep them on the third finger of the left hand. Enter the town, dua for water, demand for food, punishment. Once again, enter the town, dua for water, demand for food, punishment. The brief pointer for the page third, sorry, that is actually page 8. Town, water, food, punishment. Town, water, food, punishment. Today we will study the second pointer of page 8. That is dua for water. The relation with the previous verses is Allah continues to describe his favors and Bani Israel's response to them. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا استسقى موسى لقومه فقلنا اضرب بعصاك الحجر فانفجرت منها 12 عينا قد علم كل أناس مشربهم كلوا واشربوا من رزق الله ولا تعثوا في الأرض مفسدين. And when Musa asked for water for his people, we said, strike the stone with your staff. Then 12 springs gushed forth from it. All the people of the 12 tribes knew their drinking place. Eat and drink from the provisions of Allah and do not act wickedly on the earth, spreading the corruption. Let's to look the words coming in this ayah. Waw is a harf. Is, that is a ism, that is a zarf. Istasqa is a madi fi'l. We will look into its constructions. Alif sin ta is coming, babe istifal. Musa is a ism. Li is a harf jar. Qawm is a ism majrur. He is a zamir ism. Fa is a harf. Kulna is the madi verb. Idrib is a amr. Daraba yadribu idrib. The next is bi isaka. Bi is a harf. Asa is a ism. Ka is a zamir ism. Al-hijr is a ism because alif lam. Fa is a harf. Infajarat. Infajarat is a mazid fi the madi from babe infial. Min is a harf. Who is a zamir ism. Isnata. Isnata is a number. So it shows the dual two. Isnata, two. Ashrata mean 10. Mean 2 and 10 mean 12. Aina have a noun ism, so it's for the fountain. Kad is a harf. Alima is the madi verb. Kullu is a ism. Unnas is a ism. Mashraba. Mashraba is a ism. Hum is a zamir ism. Kulu is a fi'l amr. Waw is a harf. Ishrabu is again mudari verb. Min is a harf. Rizq lahi. Rizq is a ism and have a jar kasra. Allah is a ism jalala. Waw is a harf. La is a harf. Ta'asaw is a mudari verb. Fi is a harf. Al-ardi ism. Mufsideen is again a ism. Let's have another look on the same ayah. Wa is a harf. Is a ism. Istasqa is a madi fi'l. Musa is a ism. Li is a harf. Qawm is a ism. He is a zamir ism. Fa is a harf. Kulna is the madi verb. Idrib is the fi'l amr. Bi is a harf. Asaka is a ism. Asa is a ism. Ka is a zamir ism. Al-hajr is a ism. Fa is a harf. Infajarat is fi'l madi. Min is a harf. Who is a zamir ism. Isnata is an ism. Ashrata ism. Aina is a ism. Kad is a harf. Alima is a ism. Kullu is a ism. Unnas is a ism. Mashraba is a ism. Hum is a zamir ism. Ulu is a amr fi'l. Waw is a harf. Ishrabu again fi'l amr. Min is a harf. Rizq is a ism. Allah is jalala ism. Wa haraf. La haraf. Ta'asaw is the mudari fi'l. Fi is a harf. Al-ardi is a ism. Al-mufsideen is a ism. Look, the lesson learns from these ayah. Musa alayhi salam's prayer for water show how he cared for his people. Allah blessed them with water miraculously. Eat and drink, but don't cross the limits. Look, the new words in each line. 1, 3, 3, 1. On average, 2 in each line. Let's go word for word and the phrase for phrase translation and explanation of the ayah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa and is when istasqa Musa. The Musas asked for water. Li qawmihi for his people. Fakulna, so we said, idrib, hit, bi asaka, your this staff, al-hajar with a stone. Fanfajarat, so there gushed minhu from it isnata ashra 12 aina springs. Kad alima, so every people knew kullu nas out of the mankind mashrabahum its watering place. Look at the care of the Musa alayhi salam when the Bani Israel were in desert without any source of water. He anticipated the need of his followers and asked Allah for the water. This was another miracle given to Musa alayhi salam. The desert itself does not have water, and it is even more amazing for the water to come out of a stone. Bani Israel were in 12 tribes, and therefore Allah blessed them with 12 springs. When each group has his own part and know it, there will be less disputes. Knowledge and proper management is the key. To decrease the differences and the disputes among Muslims, let us learn and teach the Quran. So this is the Quranic part. Yes, if somebody want to revise, can revise. Okay. No, you have unmuted. You can. Okay. وَإِذْ تَسْقَى Musa, and when Musa asked for water, لِقَوْمِهِ, for his people, فَقُلْنَا, so we said, اضْرِبْ بِعَصَاكَ الْحَجَرَ, strike your staff the stone. فَانْفَجَرَتْ مِنْهُ, and there gushed forth from it, أَسْنَةَ عَشْرَ, 12, Aina, springs. قَدْ عَلِمَ, knew every kullu nas, every one or every people. Mashrabahum, the watering place, its watering place. The next part is kulu, eat, washrabu, and drink, min rizqillah, from the provisions of Allah, wala, and not ta'asaw, being commit, abuse, fil arde, on the earth, spreading corruption, mufsidin, corruption. So that is the main thing, which is a hurdle. Doing any good job, there is always some things come as a corruptions when you do for the self or for the unwise persons. So Kulu washrabu, Islam does not stop you from enjoying this life, but the condition is don't be corrupt and don't spread the corruption. Let's take a hadith now here. Anas bin Malik reported that Allah's Messenger ﷺ said, Allah is pleased with his servant who says Alhamdulillah while taking a morsel of food and while drinking. The water of Zamzam also come out from a rock after the Jibreel alayhi struck the ground by the command of Allah. This miracle is still seen today too, and water is drunk by millions throughout the year. Allah has blessed us with water, food, and every type of risk. He has already placed us in cities and towns. Let us thank him for all the bounties. When it comes to miracles, we have the Quran, the ultimate and the everlasting miracle. Alhamdulillah. Now, if somebody can revise this part. Okay. Kulu washrabu, eat and drink, min rizqillahi, from the provisions of Allah, wala ta'su fil ard, and do not commit abuse on the earth, mufsidin, is spreading the corruption. Let's go for the lesson, dua and plan. The lesson learned from this ayah, Musa alayhi salam prayed for water, show how he cared for his people. Allah blessed them with water miraculously. Eat and drink, but don't cross the limits. Let's pray. Oh Allah, help us see your signs and miracles so that we increase ourselves in faith and make a plan. I will use my energy to fulfill my duties and to serve people. Look, the new words coming in this ayah, and plural is ayun. Mashrab, plural is masharib. The three-letter sound verbs daraba, yadribu, idrib, daribun, madrubun, darbun. Dadraba is the root letter and the bab is daraba. Here it is idrib. Idrib is a amr. Daraba, yadribu, idrib. The next one is alima, ya'lamu, ilm. Alimun, ma'lumun, ilmun. And lamim is the ruler. Bab is samya. Here it has come alima, the past, mazi. Shariba, yashribu, ishrib. Sharib, mashrub. Shurb or shirb. It has two masdar. The sheen rabba is the root letter. Bab is samya. Here it is washrabu, ashrabu. Ishrib, plural is ishrabu. The next one is razaka, yarzuku, urzuk. Razikun, marzukun, rizkun. Razakaf is the ruler. Bab is nasara. Here the word has rizq. Rizq is a masdar. Razaka yarzuku urzuk, razikun marzukun, rizkun. So the rizq is the masdar. Next is the weak verb, the hamza verb, and the repeated verb. Just like akala, yakulu, kul, akil, makul, akal. Hamza kaf lam is the root letter and bab is nasara. Here the word has come kulu. Kul is the amr, plural is kulu. Asiya, Asiya, Yasa, Esa, Asin, Dash, Asianun, Ya Usin. It have two masdar, no marfu. And Ya is the root letter and Bab is Sami. Here it has Ta'asu. Tasu is a mudare. Yasu, Yasuna, Tasu. So Tasu is the mudare. Tasuna is also plural. Among the mazid fi, the verb is afsada, yufsidu, afsid, mufsidun, mufsadun, ifsadun. Fast in dal is the ruler, bab is ifal, pattern is aslam. Let's go for the grammar. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 3, page 8, pointer B. Today we will study the verb of wallah. Wallah is a four-letter verb. From alima, three-letter, we made a word allama, four-letter. From salima, we made a four-letter word aslam. And we say allama, aslama, they are mazid because they have the extra letter. Then we learned three sentences. Talim and muhasba are very important in Islam. From the word talim, allama, from the muhasba, hasaba, from Islam, we have a word aslama. The second sentence was, don't waste your time in ikhtilaf, use it in istighfar. From the word don't use ikhtilaf, we have a verb ikhtilafa. From the word istighfar, we have istighfara. So we learn the five mazid fi are the sound verb allama, hasaba, aslama, ikhtilafa and istighfara. The third sentence was, do tadabbur and tadarus to have better inqilab to Allah. So from tadabbur we say tadabbra, from tadarus we say tadarasa, from inqilab we say inqalaba. So the sound verbs you learned in QC1 were fataha, nasara, daraba, samia. And the weak words which you learned in QC2 were wahaba, wada, qala, da, kala, zada, da, and hada. And the repeated were zanna, dalla. And the hamza group were amara, sa'ala, kara'a. Here in QC3 we learned there is another type of verbs called the mazid fi. And they have 8 sound verbs, just like allama, hasaba, aslama, ikhtalafa, istaghfara, tadabbara, tadarasa, and inqala. And they also have the weak verbs. Today we are going to start with the first weak verb, that is wallah. Wallah is a 4-letter verb. We say he turned, and it's a weak verb because it have a ya. So wallah, he turned. Wallu, they turned. Wallaita, you turned. Wallaitu, I turned. Wallaitu, you all turned. Wallaina, we turned. Wallat, she turned. It's on the pattern of hada, hado, hadaita, hadaitu, hadaitu, hadaina, hada. Yes, if somebody want can revise the Madi table of wallah. Okay, Zulekha, you can do.
Walla, he turned. Wallaw, they turned. Wallaita, you turned. Wallaitu, I turned. Wallaitum, you all turned. Wallaina, we turned. Wallat, she turned.
If I ask the question, hal wallah, what is the answer?
Naam walla.
Hal wallaw,
نعم ولو
Naam wallaw.
hal
والله
wallaita,
Naam
نعم
wallaitu.
وليت
hal wallaytum.
Naam
نعم
wallaina.
ولينا
Good. If I say hal wallah wajhahu, has he turned his face? We say nam
نعم
wallah
Naam walla
wajhahu.
wajha.
Wajhahu. Okay. Hal wallaw wajuhahum,
نعم
Naam wallaw
والله
wujuhahum.
وجوههم
hal wallayta wajhaka,
نعم
نعم
Naam
وليت
wallaitu
وجهي
هاي
وجهي
wajhi.
هاي وجهي
nam wallaytu wajhi. Ta will change into tu and the ka will change into ya. Hal wallaytu wujuhakum,
نعم
نعم
Naam
ولينا
wallaina
وجوهنا
wujuhana.
أنا
good. Nam tum will change into na. Kum will change into na. Nam wallayna wajuha na. Okay. So the mudar is yuwalli, he turns. Yuwalluna, they turn. Tuwalli, you turn. Uwalli, I turn. Tuwalluna, you all turn. Nuwalli, we turn. Tuwalli, she turn. It's on the pattern of yahdi, yahduna, tahdi, ahdi, tahduna, nadi. So please kindly somebody revise this mudare. Okay, Yuvalli, he turns. Yuvalluna, they turn. Tuvalli, you turn. Uvalli, I turn. Tuvalluna, you all turn. Nuvalli, we turn. Tuvalli, she turns. Let's have question answer. Hal Yuvalli, does he turn? So how you will reply this question?
نعم يولي
Hal Yuvalluna,
نعم يولون
good. Hal Tuvalli,
نعم أولي
Hal Tuvalluna,
نعم
نعم نولي
نولي
Hal Yuvalli Wajhahu,
نعم يولي وجهه
Hal Yuvalluna Wujuhahum,
نعم يولون وجوههم
Hal Tuvalli Wajhaka,
نعم أولي وجهي
وجهي
Nam uwalli wajhi. Hal tuwalluna wujuhakum?
نعم نولي وجوهنا
نولي
Good.
وجوه
From the walli, the walla, the amr is walli. Walli. Okay. Walli, turn. Wallu, turn your. La tuwalli, don't turn. La tuwallu, don't turn you all. Walli, you turn. The answer will be walli, I turn. Wallu, you all turn. The answer is nuwalli, we turn. La tuwalli, you don't turn. La uwalli, I will not turn. La tuwallu, don't turn you all. La nuwalli, we will don't turn. So what is about the file? From walla, it is muwallin. And maful is muwallan. Remember what happened? How we make the amr. Amr is made always from mudari. What we do, we normally remove the mudare sign, that is mudare sign, we remove it. We put here sakun, it is already sakun. And moreover, it's a weak letter. So what happened? This weak letter is dropped. So what we are left? We are left waw and lam with shad. Now, when the ya is dropped, it leave a kasra. One kasra below the lam was earlier. The one kasra is the sign of going ya. So it become wal. To make it the file in Mazid Fi, we always attach the head of the meme madmum with them. It become muwallin. And for the maful, it become again muwallan. Muwallan. Now, you say here the ya is, there is no ya. Why the ya? Where the wa? Now remember my word. There are two things. One is this, having two dot. One is this, having no dot. When it is with dot, actually it is ya. Ya always come with two dot. When there is no dot, then it is not dot, ya. It is actually the symbol of the ya, showing that there was a ya. Look here, in this case, do you see there is ya, two dot. And here, in this case, there is no dot. So when there are two dots, then it is actual ya. When there is no dot, it is not the ya. It is representing symbol of the ya. There was something like ya. Okay. When we say muwallan, the ya come to represent that there was actually ya which had been turned into a fatha, because the maful takes the fatha and the file takes the kasra. So here was no ya, because kasra itself is equal to ya. Okay. Remember, there are three things. How many weak letters we have in Arabic? Any idea?
3. Alif,
Which
Waw,
one?
Ya.
Okay, you are right. You said alif is a weak letter. Waw is a weak letter. Ya is a weak letter. Okay. So the alif want before it should be a fatha. The waw want before it should be a dhamma. The ya want before it should be a kasra. In other words, you can say fatha want after should be a alif. So the fatha demand is after it should be a alif. The dhamma demand is after it should be a waw. And the kasra demand is ya. You may be familiar with this concept. This is the tajweed rules. Before the alif should be fatha, or after the fatha should be alif. Before the waw should be dhamma, or after the dhamma should be waw. Before the ya should be kasra, or after kasra should be ya. But what now I am going to tell you, that is a little different than this idea. What I'm going to tell now you, listen me. The fatha mean it is equal to alif. The dhamma mean it is equal to waw. So its shape is the same. And ya the kasra mean it is equal to ya. When here the ya goes out, it leave a kasra. Actually, this kasra is ya. Kasra and ya is the same thing. When there is kasra, that is equal to ya. Ya mean kasra. Waw mean dhamma. Dhamma mean waw. Alif mean fatah. Fatah mean alif. In Arabic writing style, at many places you will observe, just like there you say wallah. What this is sign? Standing alif. It's showing double
Alif
fatah.
Sagira.
It's showing double fatah. And it's showing double alif. Simply you can say alif plus alif is equal to standing alif. And you can say fatah plus fatah is equal to standing alif. So when you say this kasra means ya is there. But here, this sign is brought to show that this fatah actually is ya. But due to the demand is what? The maful always take the fatah. So that is the reason why in this case we put the symbol of ya to represent that it is the symbolic representation of the ya, because fatah is not have the relation with ya. Fatah has relation with the alif. So to show that this fatah actually is ya, but due to the demand of the maf'ul, it is coming in the shape of fatah. So that is the reason why we have these things here. Okay, let's go back to the lesson. Lesson is that the file maf'ul fail from walla. What is that? From walla, the file is muwallin and the maf'ul is muwall. Forget about everything. Just memorize. Walla, we say walla yuwalli, walli, muwallin, muwallan, tawliya. So that is the 60. So you have to memorize them. And I gave you in a detail the reasoning of everything. That is not required. You just have to memorize. Walla, muwallin, muwallin. Why is muwallin? Why is muwallin? I told you what is the story behind it. Let's go the next one. What about the master? Master, they are fixed. You can't change them. You have to memorize because they don't come on the pattern. Every verb has its own way. At times they may be having the similar pattern. At times they may differ. From walla it comes the walla or tawliya. So we say muwallan, the one who turns, muwallan, that which is turned, tawliya. If I ask hal anta muwallin, how you reply me this question? What's the answer?
نعم أنا مولٍ.
Yes,
Hal ana muwallin.
anta will change with ana. We have learned that these have relation. If I say hal antum muwallun, what's the answer?
Hal nahnu muwallun.
So this you learn.
أنا مولٌ.
You learn this in QC1. The anta and the ana, they replace each other. And antum and nahnu, they also replace with each other. What does it mean? It means when in question there is anta, the answer will be ana. When there is ana in the question, suppose if I put here ana, instead of anta, I put ana. So what will be the answer?
So you've paused screen sharing.
أنا مولٍ.
I have paused.
Yeah, the screen sharing has been paused by you.
I have not paused anything. It has
Oh,
gone.
really?
It's
It
always
shows
done.
here for me. I don't know why.
It's computer. Computer is not my
Yeah,
servant.
yeah, now it started again. Yeah,
Computer is not my servant. It goes its own. It does not
Jazakallah,
accept
sir.
my advice.
Jazakallah,
If
sir.
it does not like something, it does not accept. That's its own business. Computer is a machine. At time it obey, at time it does not obey. So the point was there.
But you are the master.
Roster? I don't know the roster. Look, when the
Master.
question is anta, the answer is ana. If I put here ana in the question and remove the anta, so what will be the answer?
أنت.
Anta.
Anta.
So you know that they replace. How they replace? If the question is anta, answer is ana. But if the question is ana, the answer will. The same is here. When we have question antu, we get the answer nahnu. But if I change it with nahnu instead of antum, nahnu. So what should be the answer?
Antum.
Antum.
So that is the most important learning of these courses. Normally in practice, we always tell you, hal antum wal nam ana, hal antum nam na. And we forget to tell you, it may be reverse. The question answer may be reverse. It may become the question. Just like here, hal nahnu muawwalun. So the antum will come in the answer. And here maybe instead of anta, I may ask, hal ana muallin? You will say nam anta muallin. So that is the typical concept of these Arabic conversation, or you can say the dialogue. They always replace each other. Okay, let's go for the next. The Madi table is Wallah, he turned. Wallahu, they turned. Wallaita, you turned. Wallaitu, I turned. Wallaitum, you all turned. Wallaina, we turned. Wallat, Mudare is, what is the Mudare? Yuvalli, he turns. Yuvalluna, they turn. Tuvalli, you turn. Uvalli, I turn. Tuvalluna, you all turn. Nuvalli, we turn. Tuvalli, she turn. What about Amar? Walli, turn. Wallu, turn your. La tuvalli, don't turn. La tuvalli, don't turn your. Mawallan, the one who turns. Mawallan, that which is turned. Tolli, don't turn. Now it's your turn. If somebody want, can revise the table. Okay, Sister Aisha, Shuru, you can revise it.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, sister.
Wallah, he turned. Wallu, they turned. Wallaita, you turned. Wallaitu, I turned. Walluna, they turned. Tuwalluna, you all turned. Nuwalli, we turned. Tuwalli, she turns. Walla, turn. Wallu, you all turn. La tuwallu, don't turn. La tuwallu, don't turn, you all. Muwalli, the one who turns. Muwallan, that which is turned. Taulia, is it Taulia? Taulia, to turn.
It's actually walli turn. Wallu turn. La tuwalli, don't turn. La tuwallu, don't turn. Muwallin, the one who turned. Muwallan, that to be turned. Tawliyatun. Actually, they are must have a ism. Tanween. Tawliyatun, to turn. So that was the table. Let's to go for the 6 key. On the pattern of Hada, Hada, he guided. Yahdi, he guides. Ihdi, guide. Hadin, the one who guides. Mahdin, the one who is guided. Hudan or Hadayat, to guide. Look, in the past, this typical table have Hada, Hadao, Hadaita, Hadaitu, Hadaitum, Hadaina, Hadat, Tilad. In the past, the root letter don't have the Dhamma. This is called the typical table for all the weak verbs, especially those which have the Ya at them. For them, we use the Hada at a pattern. On the same way, now look the Walla. Walla, he turned. Yuwalli, he turned. Walli, turned. Muwallin, the one who turned. Muwallan, that which is turned. Tawliyat, turned. Now look the past. Walla, wallau, wallaita, wallaitu, wallaitum, wallaina, wallat. No Dhamma on the root letters. He is who turns away from the religion. He is huwa mu'allin wajhuhu an ad-din ma wallahum an qiblatihim. Ma, who turned them from their qibla. Hal tuwalli wajhaka an ad-din la walli wajhi an al-din. On the pattern of wallah, there is a verb najja. Najja means he saved. Najja, najjaw, najjaita, najjaitu, najjaitum, najjaina, najjat. Yunajji, yunajjuna, tunajji, unajji, tunajjuna, nunajji, tunajji. Najji, najju, la tunajji, la tunajju, munajjin, munajjan, and tanjiyatun. So this is a table. We can say Najja, he saved. Najjo, they saved. Najjaita, you saved. Najjaitu, I saved. Najjaitum, you all saved. Najjaina, we saved. Najjat, she saved. Yunaji, he saves. Yunajuna, they save. Tunaji, you save. Unaji, I save. Tunajuna, you all save. Nunaji, we save. And Tunaji, she saves. Naji, save. Naju, save your. La Tunaji, don't save. La Tunaju, don't save. Munajjin, the one who saved, mean the saver. Munajjan, that to be saved. And Tanjiyatun, to save. Or you can use the rescue. The rescues also come in the meaning of saving. Saving from loss, saving some danger. So we learned the sound verb in QC1. What were they? Fataha, yaftahu, iftah. Nasara, yansuru, unsur. Daraba, yadribu, idrib. Samia, yasmo, ism. In QC2, you learn the weak words. What were they? Wa'ada, ya'idu, id. Qala, yaqulu, qul. Zada, yazidu, zid. Da'a, yad'udu. Hada, yahdi, ihdi. Sha'a, yashau, sha'. And you also learn some repeated letter verbs in QC2. Dalla, yadillu, dilla. Zanna, yazunnu, zunna. Massa, yamassu, massa. In QC3, you learn the sound verbs, 8 sound verbs of mazid fi. What are they? Allama, yu'allimu, allim. Hasaba, yuhasibu, hasib. Aslama, yuslimu, aslim. Tadabbara, yatadabbaru, tadabbur. Tadarasa, yatadarasu, tadaras. Inkalaba, yankalibu, inkalib. Ikhtalafa, yakhtalifu, ikhtalif. Istaghfara, yastaghfiru, istaghfir. So, from the word ta'aleem, if add fa and lam in it, we get a bab name taf'il. In muhasba, if I add the fa and lam, so what will be the bab name? Mufa'ala. From the word Islam, if I add fa and lam in it, so what will be the bab name? If'al. Actually, we replace the root letter.
If
In ikhtilaf, we replace the root letter with fa and lam, it becomes if'iyal. Istighfar, replace the root letter with fa and lam, it becomes istifal. From tadabbara, replace the root letter with fa and lam, it becomes tafa'ul. From tadarus, replace the root letter with fa and lam, it becomes tafa'ul. Inqilab, you replace the fa and lam root letter, so it becomes infia. This is the one way to memorize them. The second way is that just remember only ifal. Add ta, iftia. Add nun, infial. Add alif sinta, istifa. Have a one feminine, mufa'ala. And the rest three, add ta, but not single. With ta, ya, tafil. With ta, alif, tafal. With ta and tafal. So these are the 8 verbs, the babs of the masif, which the masaf has. Actually, in grammar, they are not 8, they are 15 or 16. But masaf in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has used only 8. He is so kind, he did not want to have more stress. So now it's your job to write them. If'alun, iftiyalun, infiyalun, istifalun, mufa'alatun, tafilun, tafa'ulun, tafa'ulun. Because they all are the bab are the master. So they have the tanween on them. Today, we are going to learn a very important concept. Look, this is a word al-kitabu. The alif has a fatah, the lam has a sakun, and the kaf has a kasra, and ta has a fatah. Alif have no sign, ba has a dhamma. So these all harka, fatah, dhamma, kasra, they are called harkat. The last letter harka is not called harka, it is called i'rab. The harka on the last letter of a word, this is a word, al-kitabu is a word, and alif is a letter, lam is a letter, kaf is a letter, ta is a letter, alif is a letter, ba is a letter. When the letter join, they make a word. Each letter in a word, these harka, they are called harka. Harka may be fatah, harka may be kasra, harka may be dhamma. It may be fatah, it may be kasra, it may be dhamma, or it may be even sakun. But when the harka come on the last letter, of course, on last letter, it may be dhamma, it may be fatah, it may be kasra, or it may be sakun. But then these are not called the harka, they are called the i'rab. When these harka are on the rest of the letters of the word, then we call they are harkat. And these harka of the last letter are called i'rab. I'rab may be dhamma, may be fatah, kasra, or jazm or sakun. That can be anything. Now, is it clear? What is harkat and what is the i'rab? I'rab is the last letter of a word's harka. Okay. Let's to get haruf. In this word, haruf are alif, lam, kaf, ta, alif, ba. They are the haruf. Okay. And what is kalma? Or the word? Word is the English word letter. In Arabic, we say kalima. Kalima, this complete word, al-kitab, is the kalima. Okay. If there is fatah on a letter, we call it fatah, and the word the letter is called maftu. When there is a last letter harka, fatah, we don't call it fatah, we call it nasb. And then the word is called mansub. Any word which have a fatah at the end as a Arab, that word is called mansub because it have a nasb, fatah. When there is a dhamma on a letter, the letter is called madmum, mean having them. But when the same dhamma is on the last letter as a Arab, then the word is called rafa in this. And the word is called marfu. State is called, then the dhamma is called rafa. And the state is called marfu. When there is a kasra on any letter, we call the letter maksud. But when the same kasra is on the last letter as a Arab, then it is not called kasra, it is called jar. And that letter that word is called majr. When there is a sakun, the letter is called sakin. But the same sakun when is on an Arab, that is called jazm. And the word then is called majzum. When there is a tanween, the damatan, fatatan, kasratan, the word is called manun. But when these fatatan, damatan, kasratan, they are on a last letter as a harka, they are called marfu. So this is a difference between the terminology. What is the difference? Difference is that when these fatha, dhamma, kasra, sakun, tanween, they are on a letter, then those letters all called maftu, madmum, maksur, sakin. But when the same, these harka are on the last letter, era, then their name changes. Then they are not called fatha, dhamma, kasra. They are called nas, rafa, jar. And the word is not called maftu, madmum. Now the word is called mansoob, marfu, majzoom. When there is tanween, they are called. When, of course, the tanween can't be on the other letters. It always come at the end. Tanween is always at that. So we will call the marfu mansoob. So that is the broad concept of understanding between the difference of the harka on the any letter. Let me show you again once again. Now you can see they all are haruf. Alif, lam, kaf, ta, alif, ba, all are haruf. Except this last letter. If the harkas come on any letter, fatha will call fatha and the letter will call maft. Dhamma will call dhamma and the letter will call madmoon. Kasra will call kasra and the letter will call maksur. Sakun will be called sakun and the letter will call sakin, just like lam is sakin. But when the same harka they come on the last letter, they are not called fatha, dhamma, kasra or sakun. They are called nas, rafa. Fatha is called nas. Dhamma is called rafa. And the kasra is called jazm. And sakun is called jazm. Jar and now the word is called what? Marfu, mansoob, majroor, or majzoom. Majzoom. For this, what happened? Is there any misunderstanding or something not clear?
Na ba misunderstanding me muka ma gane tun farko balle mu kasa.
In in our language, there is a word, yarmi avansh man farsi na danam, and who are not dunning in the like. I mean, my friend become a Persian, and I don't know the person and he don't know the word. Same is with you and me. Okay. Ifal, how to make, we add ta. So it becomes iftiyar. If I'll add nun, it becomes infiyar. If I'll add alif sinta, it becomes istifar. So there are four. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one is muannas mufa'ala. So out of 8, we learned the 5. 3 left. So far that we use fa and la. Add ta and ya, taf'il. Ta and alif, tafa'ul. Ta and taf'ul. So to make more easy, I have made a formula. I don't find this formula anywhere. I develop myself. I say we have to memorize 8 words of Masif. One has a shad with 4 letters. The other has a shad with 5 letters. Right? There are only 2 out of 8. They 2 come with the shad. Either it is 4 letters and sometimes it's a 5 letter. I said they are set 1. Then I took the second set, the words coming alif inside 4 letter, alif coming inside 5 letter, alif come like that. So out of 8, we made 2 sets. The third set I made, the hamza coming there. That is maybe 4 letter, maybe 5 letter. So we divided 2 in each set, 3 set. The fourth I made, in the beginning, alif sinta or alif. They are a different pattern. So these are the 8 patterns. Now look how I go. In first set, when I said 4 letter and with shad, the bab is taf'il. When I said shad with 5 letter, the bab is taf'il. When I say in second set, hasaba and tadarasa, when it is 4 letters with alif, the bab is mufa'ala. When it is 5 letters with alif, the bab is tafa'ul. Third set, aslama is the 4 letter, ikhtilaf is the 5 letter. It's starting with them. When it is aslama, the bab is ifal. When it is 5 letter with hamza, we say bab is iftiyar. The 4 letter, istaghfara inqalaba. Istaghfara, it have alif sinta. This is the easiest word to identify. Alif sinta coming in the beginning. So bab is istighfar. If alif nun is coming in the beginning, the bab is infiyar. That is another way to memorize them. Any verb out of these 8 bab coming, you just counted their letters. If they are 4 letter and the shad, if they have the 4 letter and the shad, or the 5 letter in the shad, none have the shad with them. So 4 letter mean taf'il, the 5 letter mean taf'il. When have a alif inside, there are only 2 bab. One is this 4 letter word, one is the 5 letter. When there is 4 letter word, the bab is mufa'al. When 5 letter, it is tufa'al. When there is hamza in the beginning, of course, it may be the 4 letter, maybe the 5 letter, which will help you. If it's 4 letter, the bab is ifal. If the 5 letter, the bab is iftiyar. And the istaghfara, it's a 6 letter. So it's very easy to identify because it's starting alif sinta and having 6 letters. So bab is istighfar. And here it is 5 letter and alif nun is that. So you can easily identify it bab ifar. Now I put it all the 5 letter on one side. I put it all the 3 letter and the 6 plus the 6 letter on the other side. So if you write them twice, thrice, 4 times, allama, tadabbara, hasaba, tadarasa, aslama, ikhtalafa, istaghfara, inqala, and then try to write allama 4 letter shad, taf'il. Tadabbara 5 letter shad, tafa'ul. Hasaba 4 letter with alif, mufa'ala. Tadarasa 4 letter with alif, tafa'ul. Aslama 4 letter with hamza, ifal. Ikhtalafa 5 letter with hamza, iftiyal. Istaghfara 6 letter, babi istighfar. Inqalaba 5 letter, infiyar. So that is other way of memorizing and identifying the words coming in the Musaf, which bab they belong to. so you can easily identify them. That is not in any book, you will not find anywhere, because I myself developed this slide, and to have a clear concept by dividing art eight into 1, 2, 3, 4 7. 4 letters, 5 letters. 2 shad, 2 alif, 2 hamza, and the last one 6 letters. 5. I hope it will help you. If not help, doesn't matter, because you're not paying anything for it. You are getting. So fa'il, fa'il, either it will have a hamza, alif or ta, extra letter, or no. It may be when hamza, alif, sin, ta, alif. So these are this is another very good concept I do. The extra letters in any words of mazid fi coming, either it will be a hamza, or it may be a alif, it may be a hamza, it may be a alif, or it may be a ta, it may be a noon, or it may be alif, sin, ta, it may be ta and ya, it may be ta and alif and ta and. None extra letters come as an extra in mazid fi. The 3-letter mazid fi verbs, the actual extra letter coming, they may be hamza, alif, ta, noon, alif, sin, ta with ya, ta with alif, or ta. Now, how do you develop the bab on this pattern? The bab is when the hamza come and alif come, ta or ta come, noon or mim come, or alif, sin, ta come, ta and come. So these are the bab. When the alif come, it may be alif and alif, sin, ta. It may be ta in the shape of ta, or ta and ya. Noon with mim, or ta alif and ta mim. This noon is coming in the bab, not in the fail. Remember, the fail, we have 2 things. What are that? Let me write it. It is called allama. This is a fail. Taf'il. It is not the fail, it is a bab. In the fail, the extra letter which comes, they either is hamza, alif, ta, noon, alif, sin, ta, ya, ta. They come only in the fail or the fail. May be allama, aslama, ikhtalafa, istaghfara, inkalaba, like that. But when we say bab, the bab may have hamza and alif, alif, sin, ta with ta with ya, noon and mim also come, just like we say taf'il. Then we say mufa'ala, look, the mim is coming. And then we say round ta, mufa'ala, again round ta is coming extra. And we say just like ifal, we say iftial, infial, istifal. So they are the bab. In the bab, the extra letter which you will find, these are the extra letters in bab. In fail, these are the extra letters. That is another way to guide or to have a concept how to differentiate between fail and bab. The fail will have these extra letters. Bab will have these extra letters. That is another concept. You may say it's a very advanced level concept. Anyhow, let's become the easy part. Question answer. Inna arsalnaka. Yes, what is the answer? Inna, indeed, arsalnaka, we send you. Indeed, we sent you. Idrib bi asaka, hit your stick. Alima kullu nas, every person knew. Musa's prayer for water shows that how he loved his people, he cared his people. We have Quran that is a final miracle is a forever miracle, is guidance book, is blessing book. All the four are correct. Kulu washrabu, eat and drink. Mufsideen is spreading the mischief. Allah happy when his slave says Alhamdulillah while taking food morsel, during the drinking, during the sleep. No, during sleep you can't. And during the every good deed, yes. The fail mudari of shariba is yashrabu. Ism fa'il of afsada is mufsid. Plural of ain is uyun. Najjayta mean you salivated. Hal wallayta wajhaka, nam wallaytu wajhi. Yuwalluna mean they turn or they will turn, because mudari has present and future meaning. We turn, no, that will be non kalibu. Non kalibu, how it can be? Not non kalibu. It should be, what should be it? We turn.
Nuwalli.
Nuvallu, not nuvalli. Nuvallu. Okay. Hal tuwalluna wujuhakum? Nam nuvalli wujuhana. Allahu yunjikum. Allah will salvate you, or Allah salvate you all. Fawalli wajhaka, so turn your face. Hal antum muwalluna? Nam nahnu muwalluna. Three non-keys from walla is muwallin, muwallan, taliyatun. Nanji, the three verb key is nanja, nanja, yunji, najji. Najja, yunji, najji. So let's pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize Quran. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. اللهم اغفر لنا قبل الموت وارحمنا عند الموت ولا تعذبنا بعد الموت ولا تحاسبنا يوم القيامة إنك على كل شيء قدير. Allah Hafiz. If you people have any questions, your questions are welcome. I'm sorry today we also took the 7 minutes more, but the